night, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. I'm smoking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it, she said the pool palace. Straight from Bankhead, I said you're good at it. What you do, you and you.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Mayfield on play action. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
18. What's up?
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And it's going to be stepped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Stroud looking to change the play.
At the 39-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown! A great play there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
That's a strong run. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
18.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Miami defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Mayfield. And complete to Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mayfield now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Blitz by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 20. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I've heard that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and goal. Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now after the sack, here's 3rd and goal from the 20. He'll drop to throw. Has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal. And then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that will get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Stroud. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Second and 11. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
22 yards. And the Dolphins first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Look the hot.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. The throwing again is Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Drake London, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at their 32-yard line.
19 taxi.
Now they'll change things up.
Hey, uno. Hey, uno more.
Stroud off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
All right.
Again, it's Stroud. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Stroud to throw it. Looking left-sided, he's got a man. That's Franklin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Stop.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Myers tags on the PAT. And they will take the 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 41, here's a second down and 6. They'll try the left side. Sampson. Past the 20. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 10-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. Kincaid with it. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 28. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Seattle.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. To throw, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And caught by London. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 180.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Run. 180!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyron Williams from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. McLaughlin for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
35. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Stroud looking to change the play. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
And now an audible here into something else.
Foul.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Muscles him off. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Why, Tony?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud to throw it. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
11. Look the hot.
4th down. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Sampson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Here's Baker. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And his kick here is good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season.
Don't wanna talk about it.